Bikorder Warriors.
Bikorder Warriors.
Bikorder Warriors.
Thumbs up.
We are the Bikorder Warriors. I'm Drew Clark.
I'm Aubrey Cloutier.
We go bicycle camping. We take pannier bags and fill them with camping gear and ride our bikes in the Bay Area and go camping. We do this 1.5 times a month. Why? Why do we do it? I do it for physical fitness reasons. I do it to spend time outside. I do it to connect and build relationship with my friend here. And I've loved bicycles for as long as I could ride one.
Okay, here we are, Saturday morning. About to leave for Drew's place. And then we'll be underway.
All right. Here we are. One of us. What do we got going on?
So I'm going to talk a little bit about grips. I wish you could have seen my old grips. They were thrashed. So I got new grips. And you want to kind of minimize the pressure on these three nerves here. These three nerves. And so you want to continually adjust your grips to maximize comfort.
How are you doing
That's
that?
what I'm doing here. And I have an Allen wrench. I loosen this little bolt here. That loosens up the this vise on the handlebar. Now I can turn it and kind of adjust it to where I need it, and then tighten it back down. And just hand tighten it, and I put it back in my little. One of the roads that we went on before, I think, yeah, once or twice. When we went to Briones Regional Park last year, there's this road, Alhambra Valley Road, is that right?
Yeah.
And there's this one spot kind of deep into the fields, foothills, on this road where there are donut marks.
Yes. Lots of cars.
Many donut marks.
The road was black.
It's like this wasteland testing ground, Mad Maxian area.
Some nice donut holes. Wow. Smells like burnt rubber. There's rubber everywhere.
We were on that road for quite a while. There's some really beautiful like farms and ranches and some of the cross in between.
What do you call a cross between a farm and a ranch? That's a famch. Oh, that squirrel is sleeping way too close to the road.
And lots of white pickup trucks.
There were so many white pickup trucks on Alhambra Valley Road.
It was like a native, species.
Part of the road fell in. Technology check.
I don't have any tank complaints to report, but I do have a bladder max capacity complaint to file. And so we're going to relieve some pressure here.
Do a moisture test.
Moisture test.
A little break here. Got Aubrey going to the bathroom. We had a little moisture test. This trail. What's this trail called?
Delta de Anza.
Delta de Anza.
trail. Time for some food, some cuisine. Got some cookie, cashews, a little kiwi.
So another thing that happened on our journey leaving from Richmond, Berkeley over to Brannan Island was we did some cyclo camping, I like to call it, where we have all of our camping gear on our hybrid bikes, and we actually spent some of the time in the gravel off-road.
You know, the worst part about bike trips are the cars. It's one of the biggest hazards too. Pro tip for you. Quite the hill. Quite the hill.
There are so many goats here. Look at all these goats.
I think we could talk about the bridge experience, the main bridge that we dealt with.
That was the Antioch Bridge?
I believe it was the Antioch Bridge. So there's this really tall, narrow bridge that they allow bicycles to go over as well as cars.
The cars have to pay a toll.
We didn't know. Bikes are free.
We had to pay the toll of having to ride over the bridge.
Yeah, it was intense. Like, what was your experience of that bridge?
Super narrow, high stress, narrow margin for error.
Yeah.
Because if you can't really swerve out of a 5 foot channel.
I'd say four. We maybe had that. It was narrow.
Yeah. Or else you'll just get clipped. And also, the Jersey barriers on either side would resonate the sound of cars coming from behind you. So it's like this, almost like this bomb coming every time. And then the car would pass, and then there was another shockwave of sound. And different cars of different weights and types would have different frequencies and sounds. And so you could tell when there was a huge, 18-wheeler coming or something. And then you're like 3 feet away from the 18-wheeler, riding up this bridge. The wind is buffeting you. Because there was a shitload of wind.
This bridge is narrow. Cars go fast. There's a bunch of cows and boats.
So then, we made it. We made it to Brannan Island. We made it to campsite 75, which is a normal campsite because we had our road crew. Otherwise, we would have been in the hike and bike sites.
We made it. Campsite 75.
It's a very wide open area, almost at water level. So a lot of wind coming from one side. We were slightly sheltered.
So we set up at campsite 75. We
Set up our hammocks.
We did. We set them up very briefly because
As we do.
it turns out they're actually illegal there.
Yeah.
So we had to take them down.
Yeah.
We did have them up for a little while though. That was nice. I think people made the hammocks illegal because of the drought. They were saying they lost some huge percentage of trees to the drought.
Hey, you got me wishing I was fishing. Got my white truck, don't give a fuck. Got me wishing I was fishing. Got my white truck, full of good luck.
Times by growing up rhymes me without rhymes out here on these white truck ways.
People see me riding my bike, sit by the fire at night. You know that's what I
Bikorder
like.
Warriors coming at you, Brannan Island Recreation Area 2016. I'm Drew Clark.
I'm Aubrey.
When I was a little boy, my dad would take me out here in this delta. We would come out here, but not on bikes, we would come on boats. Cruise around, and go camping, go fishing, barbecue on the boat. Sometimes we go to Lost Isle.
Our first 2-day trip, where we went to Brannan Island and then to Tilden.
Yes. We took a van to Tilden, and then we rode from Tilden to Lake Chabot, and then rode from Lake Chabot back to Berkeley Richmond. We did have one road team van stint in this mission.
Yeah, we had our street team. That actually we rendezvoused with at various points and got supplies and moral support.
Bikorder Warriors.
Bikorder Warriors. Hi.
Hey,
We rode 60 miles yesterday from Berkeley to Brannan Island. And then today, this morning, we got a ride to Tilden Park for a friend's party event. And then from Tilden, we rode here to Anthony Chabot Park, which is 20 miles.
it was a pretty hilly ride.
A hilly ride. That's 80 miles over 2 days. And then tomorrow we're going to ride home.
Today it was a lot shorter than yesterday. It was very steep. I was definitely huffing and puffing, trying to make it up the hills. And I can feel my body sort of not wanting to move very much right now.
How do you two feel about the prospect of riding again tomorrow?
I'm glad it's tomorrow and not right now.
Yeah.
I can kind of like feel it into the future. Right now I just kind of feel all jelly and wobbly. Bikorder Warriors here. We're getting ready to leave Lake Chabot Regional Park, heading back to our homes, Berkeley and Richmond. I've got a little bit of a lighter setup here because the road crew is taking home my bedroom bag. Pretty fortunate. Aubrey here though, he's got the other end of it. He's going extra stuff because the road crew isn't going by where he's going. So we're going to take a little bit of a different route home. A route that is way more downhill and way less uphill. It's only up about 250 feet. We get to descend close to 1,000 feet. We're here with our road crew. Thank you, Rebecca.